Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Let's get this camera going and everything set up properly. I'm standing today. I'm using the standing desk, as you can see today, because for some strange reason, my thigh is killing me. My upper thigh just below my butt. I woke up yesterday, and so everything sounds good. All right. Sorry, let me fix the camera. I woke up yesterday and it just was hurting. And I was like, what is going on with my leg? And then what happened was, I'm just adjusting the camera here. Just give me 1 second. And then what happened was, it started paining me. Like I couldn't sleep last night because I was in so much pain. And I was like, ugh. So I put on I didn't hit myself. I didn't fall down. I didn't do anything. It's just one thing after another. First, I get a sinus infection. And my fingers are like turning brown at the end. And that's because of carotene. Because of my liver and kidneys are working overtime. So doctor said it's nothing to be concerned about. Just eat a more balanced diet. I'm fasting too much. And now my leg hurts. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with getting old? Don't get old. Don't get old. So welcome to the channel. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retired in Southeast Asia. I want to say a huge thank you to you all. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. What an incredible week. Every day when I wake up and I see the comments, I see the amount of comments from the people, from you subscribers, and the amount of people watching, it's just incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys are really, really doing a great job. And I truly appreciate it. I am trying to form a community of like-minded people who can share their ideas, their thoughts, and we can do this thing together better. I don't have all the answers. Absolutely not. I do not have the answers. And I just hope I can share information that can inspire and help people to not make the same mistakes I made. And the people who are joining and talking are just sharing some great ideas, and I love it. And it's not just Darren and Terry. Terry, I got to say thank you, brother. Your sponsorship, truly appreciate it. I'm going to take that sponsorship money, and Lady Sarah and I are going to have an amazing dinner on you. Thank you so much, brother. I truly appreciate it. I had another new subscriber. I don't know if you joined or not, but it would be great if you did. It's hard to tell who is a subscriber and who isn't because it's all private. Kenneth W. Side note, quick shout out to Simon B. or Simon, what you said your real name? I don't know where I put it here. Here it is. Will F. Thanks for joining, brother. Truly appreciate it. Kenneth W. commented that found the channel and that he's retired in Cambodia and loves it, and is going to continue to watch the videos from Cebu, which is 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from right now. or in the next couple of hours, I'll start packing and I'll head over to the airport around, well, it is 6 p.m. now, probably around 11 o'clock, I'll head over to the airport. So my last class is a couple of hours from now. So I'll have like 2 hours to pack up and head over. Like not pack up, but my final pack up, like the laptop and everything like that. So excited. I can't wait. Friday, I got to go shopping and buy all the stuff I need for vacation. So it's going to hit home this weekend when I start packing. You know, I've already created the list. Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to look up in Cebu. That in my notes so I can look at it later. I'm going to start a physical fitness regime. Like, I'm actually going to go to a gym and pay a personal trainer. I know I shouldn't, but I need to put money behind it. Otherwise, I won't do it because I'm lazy. If I don't put money behind it and spend a little bit of money, I won't do it. Darren, good to see you, brother. Wow, Darren, brother, let me tell you. 8 degrees Celsius where you are? No, thank you. I will take a rainy day in Sri Lanka like it has been for the last 3 days. I will take that over anything you got, brother. But that was an amazing battery. Yeah, Darren's got the turn on the subtitles. Turn on the subtitles underneath. So let's see if I can reply. Yeah, I can. Yeah, turn on the subtitles, brother. That was an incredible. He's got a new electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle, and he put in a new solar battery, like a power wall, not a Tesla thing. He doesn't have a Tesla, but he's got some very cool stuff. We were just talking earlier this morning. Darren is one of my top supporters, and I've said this before. We don't always agree on everything, and he's got his opinions, I've got mine, but we're sharing, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to get us into a community where we can share ideas in a civilized way, in a supportive way. We don't always have to agree. And we don't have to call out people when we don't disagree. We say, oh, you know, that's a great thing, but this is what I'm going to do. Thank you for the information. I'll keep that as you know, knowledge for when I move forward. Karen, thank you very much for joining, Karen. I truly appreciate it. I really want to say thank you for joining the live stream. Karen, where are you from? I am headed to Cebu, Philippines for 5 months. I am leaving in 2 weeks from today, and I'm going to be living in Cebu, and I'm going to be exploring the idea of what is it like to live someplace for long term so that I can explore retirement, long-term retirement. Oh, subtitles don't work live. Sorry about that. I didn't know. So maybe I should figure out if I can do it. Yeah, I can't. You know, there has to be a way, and I'm going to explore that. I'm going to put that in my notes to see if there's an app that I can put that will transcribe, maybe even with a small delay, subtitles, so that you guys can stay in you know, watch the live stream. So Karen, thank you again for joining. I really appreciate it. Can you tell me why you joined or why you're interested in this so that we can discuss? I'm always here to help people answer questions. You know, that's the most important thing. Or any questions that you might have that others might be able to answer. That's also an important thing. Yeah, so Darren, I was just saying, commenting on that beautiful battery wall and that new vehicle you got. So it's really great. Utah, welcome. So Karen, are you looking at retirement? Are you looking at questions about retirement? I'm a Canadian. I'm from Toronto, and I'm actually Sri Lankan Canadian, so I'm a dual citizen. And my dad was a diplomat. I was born in China, grew up in Europe, and then moved to Canada when I was about 6. Lived in Canada my whole life. I worked as a sales executive at the phone company, so basically like AT&T of Canada. And then in 2007, after getting divorced, I left Canada and no children, no debt, and I moved to South Korea. And I was in South Korea for 18 years. I worked in South Korea as a teacher, as a consultant, and running one of the biggest nightclubs in Korea. I made good money, and I became a permanent resident there. And 3 years ago, well, actually coming up on 4 years, I moved back to Sri Lanka to save money and to help take care of my senior parents. My mom and dad are still alive. It's Dad's birthday in 2 weeks. He'll be 88. And in 2 months, 3 months, closer to Christmas, Mom will be 80. Wow. Gosh, I hope I live that long. So Karen, yeah, are you interested in retiring, or like what brought you to our community? What brought you to this channel? I'm really glad you're here. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy to have this connection with people, and not just Terry and Darren. Although I love you guys, but it's always you too. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys how great the channel is doing. It is insane. I can't believe it. Let's see here. So the channel has been up since August 15th. It is now September 17th. So we're talking about a month. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is my old channel. So 2.9, okay, 1,000 views. Lady Sarah, who's my best friend, who's got a mukbang channel, she got 9,300 views in 28 days. This channel got 12,300 views. And then we'll go back to watch time, 103 hours. Lady Sarah had 257 hours. We had 272 hours on a channel that's only a month old. And then subscribers. I got 20 subscribers on my old channel. Lady Sarah got 50, and we got 72. So things are going really, 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 really well. I'm so excited every day when I come online and I see the amount of views, the amount of hours. The views are not all that important. It's the hours. I need to get to 4,000 hours, and I need to get 1,000 subscribers. And according to the analytics that I'm doing, we're going to get there by end of October, early November. So lots of love to you guys. I'm so appreciative. And I want everyone to join this community. Eventually, I'm going to explore options to create like a Discord server maybe, or some kind of vlog or forum where we can all talk offline. It doesn't have to be inside of YouTube. It can be offline. That we can share ideas. We can upload data to help. We can offer advice. So, Karen, you're looking for Sri Lanka or Bali. Are you Sri Lankan or Indonesian, or how many citizenships do you have? Like just American, or do you have other citizenships? I'm a Sri Lankan citizen, so I really don't know the visa process. And that's why this community idea is great, because we have other people who are already going down that road, who have the experience. I could look it up for you, but it's probably better for you to look it up yourself. Contact the Sri Lankan embassy or consulate in your area. They're more than willing to help you emigrate. I don't know about retirement visas. I've heard there are, but you have to be over a certain age, right? Bali, I have never been to Bali. Okay, I'm not going to say anything good or bad about Bali. I'm just going to say my opinion. My opinion is that Bali is overrated and over tourist. So it's expensive. It's full of tourists. I would say Lombok Island, which is the next island over to the east of Bali, or far, far away from Bali. Have you ever thought about the Philippines? And the reason I'm moving, I was always thinking I was going to do Thailand because it is centrally located. It is modern. It is 3 hours from Sri Lanka and 4 or 5 hours from Korea. So because I have so many Korean friends, so in October, I'm having 5 friends come from Korea to Philippines to visit me in October. How many more are coming in December? How many more are coming in February? Because I'm staying till February. I don't know, but it's in the works. That was my decision. But because of the over tourism of Pattaya, which is my favorite area because I have so many friends there, I'm kind of leaning now towards Philippines. I did Philippines 3 years ago in Subic Bay, and I did that for 5 months, and I didn't like it. So I'm giving Philippines another chance. And my best friend lives there. He's married to a Filipino. He lives there. So I'm exploring the option. And I want you guys to join me on this adventure to see what it is like to kind of like take that first step towards retirement. I'm not going to fully retire there, but I'm exploring the financial, logistical, and social issues of living in the Philippines. I'm going to stop this from moving around. What the heck? Why is it always moving around? All right, let's leave it like that. Okay. All right, that's better because it follows my head. There, why is it still doing that? All right. Anyway, I'm as white as it gets, American. Karen, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Even though I'm Sri Lankan, I'm Canadian as it gets. You know, I bleed maple syrup. Although I'm not very nationalistic because I was not born in Canada. I emigrated. I was an immigrant, and we got our citizenships through my uncle who was sponsored us. But that was 50 years ago, so long time ago. I left Canada because I didn't like the direction Canada was going in after my divorce. I could see the over-immigration problems 20 years ago. I could see it. I didn't understand it back then, but because I have an education in sociology and psychology, I could kind of see where it was going. I didn't understand the ramifications of it, but I didn't like it. So I always prefer the beach, and because of my divorce, I kind of lost a lot of my financial independence. So I needed to find a place which was cheaper to live, which is where I could make money and live cheaply. So Southeast Asia. So I make money in Korea, which is a high buying power, and I spend it in cheaper countries. So I have pretty well calculated the reality is between 800 and 1,200 US dollars a month, depending on your rent. That is purely rent. Food and transportation and laundry, visa costs, all of those. I'm going to give a detailed monthly breakdown of my expenses so that you guys can see what those expenses are on a month-to-month basis. Now, will that relate in 2 years? I don't know. Who knows, right? But you can get an idea of what you have to like kind of target for my lifestyle. And I live a middle lifestyle. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't have any health issues, but I will be using the medical facilities of the Philippines. I'll go to the dentist, I'll go to the eye doctor, and I will go get a blood test and a physical. So I'll go through that whole process with you guys as well so that you can see what it's like. I will socialize, but I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'm going to 99.9% refrain from drinking alcohol. It's just not in it. Karen, why Sri Lanka? What brought you to thinking about Sri Lanka? Because from Utah to Sri Lanka, that is night and day, let me tell you. If you are not used to the heat and the humidity, it is going to not be pleasant for you. And if you can't handle the sun, that's also going to be a problem. Have you ever been here before? I'm going to suggest, like I have in my other videos, please look at some of my videos on this channel, going back to the beginning about retiring in Sri Lanka and the things you got to watch out for. I would suggest like the Philippines because it's more Western, more American friendly, easier for Americans to get a visa, much easier. Okay. The medical care and the food is Westernized, and there's a lot of expats, a lot of Americans. Although Sri Lanka, I'm not going to say no to Sri Lanka, but you know, you're going to miss out unless you're willing to sacrifice a few things. And I've said that before. If you're willing to sacrifice, I spoke to one of my other subscribers. I'm going to give a shout out to first of all, Gordy, you know, thanks a lot, brother. You're amazing. I love you. Let's see. Who was it? I can't find their comment. I should write these down or figure out a way to look at my comments better. Here we go. KB3TLE. As an old fart from the US and retired. I love that. It was poking a little bit of fun at himself. And I think that's hilarious. That's great. The reality is that he was suggesting about what he would have to sacrifice because I was talking about not being able to get the foods that I want. And that's the thing. You need to look at what are you willing to sacrifice? You know, you can get whatever you want here, but if it's sourced locally, it's not going to taste the same. And if it's imported, it's probably imported from the Middle East or Australia. Okay, you're not going to get North American stuff. It's just too far and too expensive. Okay, it's way too far. North America is directly opposite on the other side of the planet. Directly. Like it's 22 hours to get here. So that's what people, you know, don't realize. Like if you want a steak, you're not getting Angus beef. You're getting Australia, frozen. Okay, because local cows are I've given up. I haven't found it. There's good Mexican food, but the flour here is not the same. We grow a different kind of wheat. So it's not as light and fluffy. The wheat has to be imported from Saudi Arabia because they grow a different kind of wheat. The wheat we grow here has less protein or something like that. So what happens is it doesn't rise. Mom brought, I'm lowering the desk right now. I have this brand new standing desk. I love it. Every hour or so, I will stand and just stretch my legs and my back. But I've been standing for like 30 minutes, so time to sit down. So I would suggest, and this is what I've been saying, is that before you decide to retire in one place, explore 3 or 4 for a short period of time. Go on vacation or if you're already retired, take a year and do 3 months in Sri Lanka, 3 months in Philippines, 3 months in Thailand, 3 months in Cambodia, 3 months in Thailand, Indonesia. You know, Don't know whether Vietnam is doing retirement visas right now. I haven't explored it, but Vietnam, let me tell you something. Wow. Last time I was there. So in the last 4 years, now obviously over the last 20 years, I've traveled a lot in Southeast Asia, living in Korea, Japan, China, um, Philippines. And then in the last 4 years, and Thailand, I've done Thailand, like all up and down, like all over Thailand, Krabi, except Phuket. I won't go to Phuket. Any place that is tourist friendly, I won't go. Now, because I was traveling with Lady Sarah, who's my female friend, we went to Krabi, but we stayed in southern Pattaya in Jomtien, which is one of my favorite places. It's a quiet place. We've done Vietnam. We've done we did Pattaya twice, Krabi once, Vietnam once. Now we're going to do Philippines twice. So she's coming in October, maybe December, maybe February. October, maybe December, for sure February. In February we're gonna move to Bohol or Roxa City, which is near Boracay. But because that holiday is very long, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks. We'll do like a little bit in Boracay, a little bit in Roxa City, and then maybe Palawan. Now, I don't want to spend the whole time in just one place. I want to move around. I'm trying to get her to retire. She's only 34-ish. Yeah, about 34. So, she's still young, but she is financially stable. So I want her to retire with me, which is why I'm taking her all over the place. I don't pay for it. She pays her own way, but I keep inviting her to join. She's discovered this reality. But again, not knowing your situation, I'm not going to make any comments, but I would suggest, exploring different places. Don't settle for one place without going there first. And then going there first during the travel seasons, during the high season, because then you can see everything. Okay. You get a feel for it. Then whittling it down to your top 2, and then spending 6 months at the beginning and at the end of the high season. So like from let's say the high season in Philippines is October to February. And what you want to do is like July, August till like March, April, so that you can get the tail end of the rainy season. So you can experience that negative part. Or like the off-season part, right? You can see the weather because the prices will be lower for living, like rent and entertainment. I mean, food costs don't change, except restaurant prices, maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm going to explore, the price difference between on-season and off-season of eating, not tourism. This trip, other than the time that Lady Sarah is there, is not going to be about tourism. Last time I was in Thailand, I was there for 2 months, 6 weeks. Most of it was tourism. I stayed in a luxury hotel, condo in Krabi. Oh my God, the place we stayed at for 2 weeks was like $2,000. It was luxury, and it was well worth it. But it was all just holiday stuff, vacation stuff. Now it's going to be about retirement. What is it going to cost to retire there permanently? And can I do it now, or do I have to wait till later? So I truly appreciate you guys supporting, because the faster I can get monetized and get sponsorships, the faster I can retire. And I'm also providing life coaching. So check that out. Click the link down below and buy me a coconut and go into the membership side, and you can actually hire me as a life coach. We can have a really frank discussion about what a fresh pair of eyes could do for you. So anyone have any ideas on where we could go online to do this like chat? Because I have so much free time, right? I'm always online. I'm always sitting at front of my desk or on my phone. So interacting with people. I think Discord would probably be the best way to do it, because then we can have like different rooms, different files and folders. It won't just be in one thing. It'll be like Philippines visas, Philippines. So we'll have a room for Philippines, and then sub rooms for visas, cost of living, renting, motorcycles, scooters, medical, and then copy that for like each different country, so that people can populate each subtopic with information. I've used Discord before, but if anybody knows anything better, well, I'm going to ask ChatGPT too as well. So I want to apologize in advance for the next 2 videos that are coming out later this week. I had not reset the exposure levels from when I was recording at night, and they're both overexposed. There's 2 30-minute videos coming out later this week, I think Friday and Monday, and both of them are crap. Oh my God. I tried my best to fix them post-edit, and just overexposed. But you're not there to see my ugly face. You're there to hear and listen to what I'm talking about. So please forgive me. I have added that to my checklist of things to see, to confirm before I start recording, is the exposure settings and the sound settings. So I'm going to try to make sure that I have the noise reduction on, and I'm going to be cognizant of, in editing, to ensure that the background music is not loud. But I'm doing my best. That's why I'm hard coding the subtitles. So if I'm not speaking loud enough, or it's not loud enough, or there's too much background noise, the subtitles are there to help. Okay. I spent some good money on that as well. So Karen, I'm glad you joined. I hope we're able to help you make your decision. Let me know what you think. Okay. Let me know your age group, your family situation, you know, and why you think Sri Lanka is the place for you and your family, or for you. So I'm single. I just have my mom and dad. They're properly taken care of because they have people caring for them. They don't need me, and I probably wouldn't do a good job because I'm lazy. I do need to wrap things up in 15 minutes because I have a class. I teach online. So I work in South Korea. So at 7 p.m. Korean time, 6:30 p.m. now. At 7 p.m. Korean time, I have a class. So I'm gonna have to wrap things up today. Normally this Wednesday evening vlog is only about an hour. My Sunday morning ones are 90 minutes to 2 hours. I'm gonna try to go, when I'm on vacation, I'm gonna try to go a little longer, and maybe just like all day, and just have it running in the background with you guys watching me and asking questions and talking. We'll see what's going on once I move to Cebu. What else is going on? I really hurt my thigh, man. I don't know what the heck is going on. I said it earlier, man. It's just like, oh, I'm using, like, I don't know if you guys, you know, the Rub A535, you know, you put that on and it's icy hot or whatever it is. It's helping, but it's still, the muscle is like in pain. I don't know what I did. I didn't strain it. I didn't hit it. It's not the bone, but at this age, every time there's a little pain or a little like twinge in my bones and stuff, I'm like, is that cancer? Why does I think that? You know, I had a sinus infection. Like, first thing I had was like, usually I know what a sinus infection is. I've had them, I get them once a year, especially in Korea. But what happened was I put my glasses on and the bridge of my nose, You know, whenever you get a mosquito bite and the skin swells on a very, like on your knuckle, on the tight part of your skin, it swells up and it feels funny. So it felt like it was a bite, but when I touched it, like the skin was tight, but when I touched it, it was sore. So every time I put my glasses on, it was sitting on this sore part. So I'm thinking, what the heck is going on here? Like it's inside. Look, so you're thinking bones, right? It's not muscle. There's no muscles here, right? It's right. It was right here. There's no muscle. How do you hurt that? It's not a mosquito bite. I'm not bothered by mosquitoes, and we don't have mosquitoes in this house. Upstairs, downstairs, yeah, but not upstairs. Anyway, then I was like, oh, it's probably a sinus infection. So I went in and got some medicine for that. It's cleared up. Then like I have this, like under my skin, the fingernails are very dark and my toenails are very dark. It's like I've stuck my fingers in some kind of like rusty ink, and the under part of my nails are stained. And again, I uploaded a picture to ChatGPT, and it said it was like a keratin, extra keratin in the fingernails. If it's staining, like if you look underneath the fingernails here, like the long nails here, you can see the staining. So ChatGPT says it's nothing. It's just a chemical imbalance in the body. It happens as you age. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing you can do. Just, don't worry about it. If it starts happening on just one finger, then you have a problem. But it's all fingers and toes. It's just normal aging. So I went to the doctor and I double checked, because I'm not going to trust ChatGPT. I double checked, and the doctor says, yeah, it's just normal aging. We can do a kidney test and a liver function test, but that's not going to, you don't have any other symptoms. The skin isn't like peeling or caking. It's not a fungus. There's no problems. It's not hurting you. So it's just, it's a chemical imbalance in the body as you age. And I'm like, crap. This crap is going to happen now forever. So yeah, once I get into Cebu, probably the 3rd or 4th week that I am there, I will go for a blood test and get my full physical. Take you guys along, show you how much it costs, what the results are, because I take a blood test every 4 months. But I'm super healthy right now, so I'm not worried about it. What else is going on? Like I said, I'm so happy with the way the channel's going, right? It's chugging along so well. I'm so happy. Those of you who are new to the channel, those of you who are new to this, remember we have, for this month, we have 4 vlogs a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We have 2 live streams on Wednesday night and Sunday morning. Saturday, no video, just shorts. So shorts are almost every day. Shorts are almost every day. Shorts are on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No shorts on Sunday or Monday. Yeah, shorts are 5 times a week. Vlogs are 2 times a week. Vlogs are 4 times a week, and live streams are 2 times a week. In October, after about the 2nd week of October, maybe even the 1st week, we're going to go to 5 videos a week and 2 live streams. Maybe come down to 1 live stream, but definitely 5 vlogs a week for October. Maybe we'll see how much content I can create in November. But I think I'll have enough content in October to last me until the end of November, and then we'll see. But right now, I want to create more content for you guys because I have the time, and it's become much easier for me. So that's what you have to look forward to. Yeah, so we got about 10 minutes left. If you guys have any questions, please click the link or join the chat. Say hi. Just even say hi would be great. I would appreciate that. It is overcast and cloudy for the last 4 days. Really crappy. So, here's something that I forgot to mention in a lot of my vlogs is before you go on vacation, before you leave your home country, get a new ATM card, get a new credit card so that you have a brand new card. Yeah, you're going to have to change the numbers. Yeah, you're going to have to change the PIN code and the security code on all of your subscriptions, but that's a one-time thing, right? You do it once, you never have to do it again. And the reason you want to do that is because if your card has any damage or is older, if it demagnetizes or gets stuck in the machine, like mine was peeling. And if it gets stuck in the machine, what are you going to do? How are you going to get a new card? Right? So Darren talked about this before. He says have multiple cards with multiple accounts that are all connected together, connected online, so you can transfer money. Even if it's not financially feasible, you still have access to your money. So I have bank accounts in South Korea. I have two with 2 debit cards. I have 2 accounts in Sri Lanka with 1 debit card. So I can transfer money around to whichever card I want to use. I can't transfer money from Sri Lanka to South Korea, but I'm going to be using my South Korean US dollar ATM card in Cebu to withdraw my monthly allowance. I'm taking the first 2 months cash with me. So I transferred that money from Korea to Sri Lanka, and I'm withdrawing it at US dollars. Well, it landed as US dollars in my US dollar account. And then when I get to Cebu, I'm going to see whether I can open a bank account. If I can open a bank account, then I'm going to just deposit money directly into that bank account and then use the local ATM, local debit card to access my money for my monthly expenses. I'll transfer money from South Korea into that account. So from my US dollar account, it will land in Cebu as pesos, Filipino pesos. So because that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm not too worried about the exchange. It's just, always having to have physical cash on hand because Philippines is a cash-based society. So having to have cash lying around for a month, I don't want, right? Because I have to pay my rent. I have to pay for food and all of that in cash. So the maximum I can withdraw is $700 US from HSBC. So I'm going to need to do that at least 2 times a month. And then whatever cash I have left over is whether or not I'll withdraw money at my final month. So yeah, always get a new card before you go on vacation, like well before, so that it can be delivered to you, like a month or so before. Also, always call your credit card company and bank card company to tell them you're traveling, where you're traveling, and how long you're traveling for, so that they don't put a lock on your card. Heaven forbid they put a lock on your card on a Saturday afternoon and you have no access to your card until Monday when you can call them. Right? So yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, so I have started my packing. Well, not started my pack. I have a general default packing list, which I keep on file in my computer. So I just adjust it every time. So now that I'm flying business class with Singapore Airlines, I have 40 kilos. I am not going to have a carry-on bag. Well, I will. I'll take a carry-on bag, but it'll be predominantly empty. It'll have my laptop. It'll have a couple of cables, power bank, because I have to carry the power bank, a couple of cables, and it's where I'll put my duty-free stuff. When I get my duty-free stuff in Singapore, I'll put my duty-free stuff in there. And I'm going to buy some tea at the airport for Lady Sarah. She likes her cold brew Sri Lankan tea. So I'm going to buy her that. I'm landing in the late afternoon, so I'll be in jeans and a shirt, but I'm going to be transiting via car, so I'm not going to be outside. It's not going to be too hot. So I'm going to have 40 kilos in my luggage. So let's hope there's not a lot of stairs in the apartment. I'm pretty sure I'm on a high floor from the pictures. I mean, the building is only 4 floors max. I think I'm on the 3rd floor. Let's see. I'm really excited. I'm trying not to think about it because it's still 2 weeks away. Next week, I'll get crazy. Next week, I'm going to go insane. Yeah, the condo is 4 floors high. So I'm pretty sure I'm on the 3rd floor. I never asked. So I don't care. I'm not gonna be sitting there. I'm gonna be out every day, except like after Lady Sarah leaves, I'll be sitting by the pool working. The pool has a nice cabana. I'm gonna be out there working, doing what I got to do. I'm gonna have headphones, so I'm not gonna be bothered, and I can teach a class. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. So guys, I'm going to start wrapping things up because we're coming into the last 5 minutes. I want to say thank you to Karen. Thank you for joining the team. I really hope you subscribe. I really want to hear any questions that you have. I really hope the videos that you watch will help you and that we can share information. Darren, as usual, always lovely to see you. Terry, I hope you catch this on the backside. On the rerun, and all of you who are watching after the fact, please comment, click that like button, subscribe. Most importantly, please comment. Just even put a happy face. That really helps the algorithm. Please. I know, Darren, you hate me saying that, but I really need your help to get this channel in front of the right people. The only way I can do that is with your help. So I'm asking. Darren, you said I'm a slave to the algorithm. Absolutely, brother. It's what I have to do. I am trying to get monetized. I am trying to make money from this channel. Why not? Why not? I don't want money from you guys. I want money from the advertisers, from the sponsors. So if I'm going to talk about a VPN, if I'm going to talk about an eSIM, about international transfers, about health insurance, I want the sponsors to have me promote their services and to pay me for it. We don't do anything for free in this world. So, but I'm not going to charge you guys for advice or anything like that. That's, unless you want one-on-one. That's why I'm trying to form the community so we can all support each other. Okay. So I'm going to wrap things up today. I'm going to say thank you to everyone for joining, for liking, for sharing, for commenting. I truly appreciate you all. Okay. It has been a pleasure to hang out with you guys today. I love it. I love it. Join me on Sunday morning, Sri Lankan time, for our Sunday Fun Day. Thank you again, guys. We'll see you all on the other side.